Welcome, Sagittarius and Sagittarius Crosswatchers, to your reading for this week. So, the setup's a little bit different. I did get the cards out ahead of time. It just kind of felt like there was some convoluted messages. So, here we are. So, um, we have the shark and fox on your end, and your person has the fish, kind of as overall energy. Um, I'm going to be honest with you here, Sag. I feel like this reading is going to call you out because it looks like there's something going on with your person. And I feel like you know that. There's almost this energy of, it's like you can, I almost said you can feel the like change in the wind, so to speak, but I feel like you felt it a long time ago. And it's almost like there may have been some signals, but it's almost like you may have just dismissed them as like, oh no, but this person wouldn't do that. Right? It's like, let's say, for example, you have quite a bit of history with this person. It feels like it would be out of character for them to act how they're acting with this kind of, not that they're not being honest. I'm not feeling that either way, but it's like they also know that something, it feels like they know that something big is coming for them and it's something new, and it feels like they know that it's going to take them away from you somehow, but they don't want, it's like they don't want to tell you because they don't want to hurt you. And I feel like it's not that you're intentionally blocking something out entirely, right? It feels more like there's this undercurrent of like, no, no, not this person. This person wouldn't do that. And it it looks like that may be the case. So, um, on your person's end here, we have the Judgment with the Sun reversed. So this person is like, they're definitely going through some sort of change. I feel like they're going through one of those, I almost said environmental changes, but it's like one of those big sweeping changes in your life when you're kind of leveling up from one stage to the next, if you will. I hope this reading is making sense. I feel like I'm taking too long to speak. Anyway, um, it feels like this person, they know that they have to let go of something, and it's almost like they're looking at you like, almost like they wish they didn't have to let go of you, but that's how they see this happening. It's like they feel like it's some sort of like, um, it's almost like they feel they have to do it for themselves in order to level up. It's almost this energy of like, this is just the message from them, okay? It's like they're looking at it like they feel that they know that you're going to take it personally, that you're going to somehow like blame yourself, or when I say, it's like, or make it about you, but not in a way that like you're, you know, going to be making something that should be about them all about you. It's not like that. It's really more like, it's more about whatever this person's going through, and they know that. And it's like, and they know that when they tell you that you're not going to see it that way, but they're going to do it anyway. And I feel like there's this message here that like, they're going to be really upfront with you. They're going to be really frank with you, because what are they going to do is the Ace of Swords here, right? So it's like this person is moving in this direction, and what kind of is a little bit like, it's almost like they're going to be upfront with you, but they're going to be upfront with you in a way that you keep going after them. Like, you know what I mean? That like, it's almost this energy of like, they're leaving a door open here, right? Or like, it's like they're leaving some space for you to believe that something is going to happen between the two of you, that there's going to be something there. But it's like, but they found this kind of like back door where they can still be in your life. They can still take up your time and your energy and your space. But they also are somehow absolving themselves of guilt for having done something, you know, a little bit dicey, if that makes sense. I know, I feel like this person's kind of going through, You know, when you level up from this stage to this stage, or you grow up from this stage to this stage, and you're kind of all over the map. You know what I mean? As you're letting go of like these old habits and these old things, you know, old habits die hard and you're developing these new ones, you kind of seem to shuffle back and forth. And I feel like that might be where this person is. I feel like they know that what they're doing, it's like they know that they're using you. Oh, damn it. But I don't want to say this. They know they're using you, but they really want what you are giving them right now. It makes them feel really good about themselves. They know that you really like them and that you really admire them. And it's like, as long as not saying that you're chasing them, it's just the description, okay? Or just the word. It's like, as long as you are expressing interest, or as long as you're kind of willing to put up with them, they're going to keep you around. Okay, we're going to pull some clarifiers. I'm just looking at which deck we're going to use. This one, okay. Just going to make sure the deck is upright. Can we get one on this? The Sun reversed. This is a really peculiar, I'm not going to lie. There's almost this kind of like, it's two sides of the same coin. It's like this person is looking at it like, well, if someone, I'm uncomfortable with what I'm about to say. That's why I'm stammering along here. It's like this person is looking at it like they know that they're hurting you, but it's like they're trying to absolve themselves of it by saying like, well, they know that they do care about you and they're only going to hurt you so much. And it's better that they hurt you now and you realize that you can't do whatever it is that they think you're doing. And then you stop doing that later, right? It's almost like they're looking at it like, you know what, I'll take the hit. I'll be the bad guy so that Sag can learn this lesson. It's that type of an energy. Like it's very delusional. Like, what's that? And I'm going to be honest. I feel like this person does genuinely believe that. I feel like they are going to see down the road that that's not the case, but it's not going to hit them with the potency that you would like it to. Even then. I also feel like there's some resentment from this person towards you. It's like they feel like you should just know. They feel like you shouldn't let them do this. They feel like you shouldn't this, you shouldn't that. It's like they're frustrated that they're able to play the game that they're playing, and they're angry at you for letting them play it. Right? Like, it's different, let me tell you. Okay. Yeah, one more on this Ace of Swords, please. Oh, so we have Judgment upright at the bottom and Temperance, which of course is your card, but it's reversed. It's like somebody that comes in and makes you believe that things are this way. And then when it no longer suits them, or when they want to make it something different, it's like they're going to come in and be like, yeah, but you knew this the whole time. Yeah, da, 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 da. For example, may not be the actual situation, but it's like somebody made you feel like something was going to happen, but they may have told you at one point in time, like, oh, this can't. But then they acted like the two of you were, you know, a happily married couple. That may not be the actual situation, right? But it's like, and they acted that way. And it's like I feel like in some way they kept leading you on and they knew it. And it's almost like you were kind of like slowly like, okay, well, they said this, but this is what they're doing. And it's like, I feel like you were, whatever clarity they feel they said in terms of like, this is what it's going to be. These are the limitations, right? That's giving them this out to feeling guilty. I feel like they were not nearly as clear as they think they were. It's like, it's almost like they said whatever they said to you when you were talking to someone else, or it's like you all were in a crowded restaurant or bar, right? And it's like they said it out loud, knowing that you either barely would have heard them or you wouldn't have heard them, but they're going to be able to be like, well, I told you. You know what I mean? When they know that you didn't. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. This person's kind of, well, I'm not going to swear. So we have the Six of Wands, Strength with the Knight of Wands, and then the Knight of Pentacles and Six of Cups on your end. Sag, I feel like you've been really busy. Like really freaking busy lately. I feel like the reason some of this stuff has kind of flown under the radar for you is because you have so much on your plate right now. It's almost like this person may have this belief about themselves that they're a lot more important to you than they think they're a lot more important to you than, from what I'm seeing, than they actually are. I feel like this person thinks that like you adore them and that you're going to have a really hard time when they go off and do whatever they're going to do, and it's going to be this and it's going to be that for you. And I feel like you're over here just trying to focus on keeping all the balls in the air. And it's like, out of all of the things that's going on in your life, I feel like this person is, it's almost like if you were juggling and you saw it drop, you would watch it drop and just be like, okay. And I feel like you would just kind of move on. It wouldn't be as big of a deal as this person seems to be making it to be. I feel like it's someone that, like obviously they place a lot of importance on themselves, but I feel like it's this thing where it's like they see themselves as somehow very special to you. It's like maybe they think that they're, a soulmate or a twin flame. It's almost like they feel that they're going to throw you a bone. They're going to bestow their presence upon, you know what I mean? Like it's this really, they just think they're the cat's behind, if you will. And I feel like you're over here like, what? You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal to you. I do feel like you're not picking up on things. I feel like it's almost like there's these signals that are like, something's not right here. And you're like, yeah, but I got so much other stuff to do and this just isn't top of the list. So it's like, that's just going to kind of get pushed aside and pushed aside. And it's almost like this person may want you to chase them. They may be over here like, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving Sag. You're like, yeah, okay, bye. Because you're super busy, not that you're trying to be rude. And this person is, it's almost like they think that you're going to chase out after them. And even when you don't, it's like if you forgot to say goodbye to them and you call them later, just be like, hey, sorry, I was really busy. I couldn't say goodbye. It's like in their mind, that confirms to them that you're obsessed with them. It's that type of a thing. Now, I do want to say, Sag, that I'm not trying to be foreboding, but I kind of hope for this person's sake that they're far enough away from you or far enough removed from you by the time all of this comes into view. And it's not like, oh, you're not smart enough to see it, blah, 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 okay? It's more like you got a lot of stuff going on. This isn't a priority, so you're not paying attention to all the details because it's just not high up on the list. And it's like, and when life settles down, oh, my ear's ringing. It's really high pitched. And it's like, and when things settle down and you figure out what happened and you realize that this person's been mucking about, it's almost that moment where I'm trying to describe the energy. I'm a Sag, so this is just how I'm understanding the energy. Please take it as it resonates. So it's like sometimes people will say things to me that I'll be like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I don't get that it's actually that they meant it in a really crappy way until way later, or until somebody else is like, oh, I'm surprised that you were cool with them saying that. I'm like, well, I don't know what you're, and then they explain it to me and I'm like, they meant what? Right? Like it's this, I feel like once you see what this person was really doing and how kind of self-important they were, I feel like you're looking at it like, yeah, you know what? It's a good thing that they left. It's a good thing that they made their exit, because I feel like they would get a very different side from you, a side of you. Because the Knight of Wands is the Sagittarius card, right? It's that fun-loving card. And it's almost like this is the you that people see, the fun you, right? The joyful you. But it's like that part of you is going to kind of be, you were going to put it to the side and go up to them and be like, what did you say? What have you been saying about me? You know, it's that type of a thing. But I feel like even if you do that, and they're like, even if you get to that point and they're still around, I feel like something else that's more important kind of pulls you away. You know what I mean? It's as you're kind of like, okay, I'm going to go deal with this person. Something else that's much more important, or it's like something else that makes you really happy. Could be another person. It could be like a friend, or even like a young person, like a child or an animal. It's something that like you see them and you're like, oh my God, you know what I mean? And you're just like, oh my God, I just want to scoop you up and, you know, squeeze you and love you and hug you. What's that from Bugs Bunny? If you remember that comic, or that cartoon, it's, you know, from my time. Anyway. And I feel like there's this thing that you just, like there's this kind of like lingering bad taste in your mouth from the situation with this person. But whatever it is that's nicer takes like fully takes precedence, right? It's like you see that person and you forget all about this other one, right? Like you see the animal, the child, the dog, whatever it is, and you forget all about this person. And it's like they're just standing there looking at you expectantly, waiting for you to turn around and make them super important. And I feel like obviously that's not the case. It does feel like there's this other energy here of there's something that you did kind of develop or learn here. And it's not because this person, you know, was gracious enough to come down from their cloud up high, you know, up on their high horse here and teach you this lesson. Maybe that's just me having an attitude. Anyway, so I feel like there's something that you learned in this situation. And whatever it is, it's like there are going to be certain signs that if they happen again, you're just going to cut people off. Which, I mean, I feel like Saggies are pretty good at that anyways. I mean, shouldn't limit that to Saggies. A lot of people are able to do that, but I feel like there's going to be a different side to you. I feel like there's going to be, it's like, yes, this is what you're going to show people at first, but I feel like they're going to get a taste of this version of you a lot sooner than they would have in the past. And it's almost this, like, it doesn't feel like anything. I was about to say like, oh, you're not going to have people wasting your time. It's none of that. It's just like, you're just not putting up with that. There's almost this thing of like, you're going to give as good as you get if people try to take advantage of you. And it's not about like, doesn't feel like it's like tit for tat or something like that. It feels more like if people are going to treat me poorly, I'm going to teach them that that's not okay. So I think I'll leave it there, Sag. I will have the January readings coming out in the next week or so. I do want to say that I appreciate everyone's patience with getting the reads out every week. It just hasn't been happening with exams and everything. And now all of the kids are home for Christmas break. So anyway, I will have the January readings out. There we go. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.